What's up, guys? So today I'm making like a story time video about 2-in-1, but I was watching like YouTube and stuff, and like a KFC ad came up about like the new like donut with chicken, and it looks good, so I'm gonna go try one. Like curse you ads, I don't know why you have to put it now. Literally now I'm going outside to just go get it for myself. I want to see how it tastes like. But I can lie, I'm wearing like, you see, like a black t-shirt, pajamas as usual, just because like I used to wear this like before the virus happened. What's it called? But like people, like, I don't know, I go to the gym like this, like in pajamas, like I don't care. I feel people are judging me. But now that, like, you know, we're all in quarantine and stuff, like people can't judge me because like literally I'm at home like all day. So yeah, that's why I'm literally just going out to go buy myself some food. Okay, so that's embarrassing. I don't know what connected. Okay, yeah. Most of these stories happen at U-Haul. You're probably wondering how I already have stories from U-Haul already. It's because of mean customers, and I'm such an idiot. So yeah, that's why. So most of these stories happen on the same day. It happened on a Saturday, like 2 weeks ago. So I was so I came to work around like 7 a.m. and stuff. So like I saw like a bunch of trucks outside. So like I already knew, like, you know, I had to clock in, put on gloves, and go clean the trucks. So that's what I did. It took me around like an hour or two because there was a lot of trucks. So after that, going back inside to go help the customers, right? Cause it was like a big line. So that's what I did. And there was this lady waiting in line, right? So, but I was helping another customer first because he was in line first, right? And then out of nowhere, like, he was yelling like, "Where's everyone else?" So I'm like, "Oh, just us two." It was me and another dude. And like, where's the manager? I'm like, "Oh, he's not here. He comes in at 1." And I'm like, "So where's he?" She named like 2 other people. Like, I'll just give names like Bob and Terry, you know, I guess. So she just like named them. I'm like, "Oh, they're not here. They don't work today, right?" It's like, "Okay, so just you 2 today, right?" And like, "Yeah, just us 2. I'm like, "Oh, just great now." Like, I'm already pissed off and stuff. And I'm like, "You know, I've been calling this store, right, since like 7 a.m., right?" And I'm like, like me, I was just smiling at her, but like, I was just smiling because I was in a good mood. And like, I was helping another customer out first, but like, I'm saying, "I'm sorry about that." And he said, like, "You're sorry about that?" I'm like, "Yeah, like, I didn't know you were calling." And like, so then like she was just being quiet and stuff. So then I was just helping the customer out, right? So I rented in the truck and stuff and everything. I did everything correctly. And then it was my turn to help her out, right? Bro, she asked me like, "Hey, I need to pay a bill for my storage, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to do that and stuff." And I'm like, "Say, you really don't know how to do that? Like, I just saw you rent him a truck." I say like, "Yeah, ma'am. This is my second day inside. Like, usually like on my first day, someone was just like shouting at me. Like, he was like literally over my shoulder. He's telling me like, 'Oh, you're doing this correctly, doing this wrong,' you know." And I'm like, "It's my second day kind of by myself, you know, just like renting trucks to customers, right?" It's like, "Oh, you're sorry, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I am." Like, I was just happy because I'm like, but in my mind, like, "Bro, you're killing my mood. Like, why you gotta be so mean, right?" And then like, do you know, like, I drove, like, she was giving like a whole story, like, why she was mad, right? Like, you know, like, I coming from Queens. I've been driving like the whole time I was driving here, I've been calling you guys, and I'm like, from Queens, like, why don't you get like why don't you go to U-Haul from like somewhere closer to you? You know what I mean? Why you gotta come all the way here? Like, there's no point. Like, it's like, I'm gonna order it. Okay, so back to the story, right? So then she was saying like, "Yeah, like, I've been driving here from Queens and stuff." I'm like, "So why don't you get like a U-Haul closer to yourself? Like, I know there's U-Haul closer to you, but I don't know why you gotta come all the way to Hempstead, you know?" Okay, so then like, "I'm sorry, I can't help you." Like, it's like, "So where's the other guy?" Like, "Oh, like, he went outside to go help another customer out, you know?" It's like, "How long is he gonna be?" "I don't know, like, man, like 5 minutes," right? And I'm like, "Bro, why are you bothering me? Like, why you be so mean?" Right? So I'm like, okay. So I was still smiling. So then she like stepped out of line just to wait for him. But then another customer came up to me. She's like, oh, hey, I need to rent a truck. And I'm like, oh, so, okay. So I know how to do that because, you know, I've been trained to do that. So she said like, oh, so you can help him with that, right? And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Like that's the only thing I know how to do. I just know how to help out customers and stuff, like how to rent trucks to customers. So far, that's what I have been like trained to do so far, just to help customers, you know, just rent the trucks. Because usually I'm outside just like cleaning all the trucks and just parking them. So like then I went outside with him to the customer just to show him where the truck was, right? And then she came following me like, yo, where's the guy? I'm like, it's been like more than 10 minutes. Like, ma'am, it's been like 3 minutes. You're like dragging it now. Like in my mind, like, ma'am, I've been so nice to you. I don't know why you're being such a like of a bee, you know? I'm like, bro, like. So then like I just left her alone. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just ignore her and just like do another thing. The manager came in and she was complaining about me to him the whole time. Like seriously, he doesn't know how to do anything. What the is he doing here? Like, so then the manager came up to me like, hey, don't worry, like she was just in a bad mood. I can tell that, like I can tell she was in a bad mood, but like she's one of our good customers. I'm like in my mind, like there's no way I can see that. Like in my mind, I cannot see that. She was so disrespectful and stuff. I'm like, there's no way this girl is our best customer. So right now I'm gonna try this chicken sandwich, see if it's good. It's actually really good. Oh, so hot though. Where's the napkin? Yo, hold up. They didn't give me any napkins. What the? I'll finish it later though, because I literally have no napkins yet. I have like I had a wipe from before, so it's in my wheel and stuff. Literally, thank God I have hand sanitizer here. If I didn't, oh, this would be like worst day. See? Bro, why didn't they give me no napkins? Okay, so the second story happened like literally like hours later. So, like it happened around like maybe like 5 o'clock, because I was there like the whole day. Maybe more. So it happened like around like 5 o'clock. So then I was helping this customer out, right? And I needed help just because he asked me something that I didn't know how to do yet. So I asked another coworker to help me, right? And so he was just a little hovering over my head just to see what I was, you know, to show me. So I was helping this customer out, right? And then I was just like typing, like, cause I can like type without looking at the keyboard. And then I accidentally like pressed a button. I'll show you what button I pressed, like on a video. So I accidentally pressed that by accident. Like you probably won't like, how do you press it? I'm like, honestly, I have no idea how. Like literally, like no idea how. Like I don't know. Like I was just like, I don't know how I pressed it. I literally just pressed it by accident. And then so I did everything for him, right? And then I told him like the person who was shadowing me, I'll call him Nick, okay? Like I told Nick like, hey bro, like I accidentally pressed this button by accident. I'm like no you didn't, bro. Like no you didn't. I'm like, yes I did. Like he's like, Walter, tell me you're like with me, right? And I'm like, I'm not, bro. Like I'm not joking at all. Like I'm being dead serious. I pressed it by accident. And I'm like, like you being like seriously right now? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm being so serious. And I'm like, bro, the cops are coming. And I'm like, really, like in my mind, like I already knew when I pressed it, I already knew what it was. Like I was just praying. I'm like, please don't let me be the cops. Please don't let me be the cops. Like, bro, they're coming. And I'm like, and then bro, like that was like my worst fear. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. That's when I told myself, right? And I was like, how do you press it? I'm like, bro, I have no idea. I pressed it by accident. I don't know how. Right? And he's like, and then I'm like, okay, go tell like the manager, right? I'm like, I did. So what's it called? he said, you just call the cops and you say like, oh hey, it was an accident, you know. And I'm like, I swear to God, when I called them, they said like they were already here. Like honestly, I walked outside, the cops were already there like an instant. But their response time was so quick. The fire department lives really close to U-Haul, so that's why they came really quickly. But I didn't know that at first. I'm like, yo, their response time goes super quick. So yeah, so she came inside, she's like, everything's okay, then they left, right? The manager said like, yo, this is coming out of your paycheck. I'm like, yo, no way, you're lying. I'm like, yeah, I'm lying, but like, I'm like, and then asked me, how do you press it? I'm like, bro, it's an accident, I'm so sorry. Then Nick came up to me and said, don't worry, bro. Like, now we know it works, you know what I mean? Like, the cops will come. I'm like, what? We didn't know that it would work? Like, so you tell me if I pressed it, like, if we're actually getting robbed, and I pressed it, the cops would not come? Like, we don't know. Like, nobody really tested it. I'm like, really? Like, nah, I'm joking with you. Like, honestly, it happened, like, twice. What's it called? It happened 2 times before this. And I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, whew, like, thank God. I'm not the only one who did this, you know? I'm like, I was just really, really nervous. I'm like, don't worry, man, you know. So yeah, that's literally what happened. I honestly wish that, you know, when like the lady was there, like yelling at me, I wish like I pressed it when she was there. So yeah, that day was pretty eventful, you know. It was just like, it was a long day, and I'm not gonna tell you, it was a long day, just because like in the morning it was just hectic, and then like when it was closing time, like around 5 o'clock, I was a little bit like, yo, I'm such an idiot. I don't know how I pressed that. So I just got home. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Actually, never mind. You can't have a wonderful day, just because I think most of you are inside and somehow. So yeah, I mean, I said, because I know most of you is like probably bored inside out of your mind. Like, that's what I am too. Like, thankfully I work, because that's my only, like, I don't know how, but like now it's getting to the point like I want to go to work. Like, I never want to go to work, because you know it's like it's boring and stuff. But now I actually want to go to work. Like, so yeah. So bye guys. See you guys in the next video. So peace.